The full NFL schedule is out for this upcoming season, and people got feelings. So we're going to take a look at the easiest and the toughest schedules. Let's start with the easiest there. The Commanders and the Cowboys tied at the top. You got the whole NFC East. It's just right there. Commanders, Cowboys, Eagles, Giants. What about the hardest schedules? And this is based on opponents' 2021 win percentages. They are defending Super Bowl champs, the Rams. Division rival there, the Cardinals, right behind them. Then you find the other team that went to the Super Bowl and the Bengals, followed by the Bucks, the 49ers, and the Chiefs. Let's welcome in part of the Pick Six podcast, our NFL expert, John Breech. John, top four, technically, easiest schedules. We're going to go through the top three, all in the NFC East. Let's start with the Cowboys. Dallas won this division last year, but as we all know, this division has not had a repeat winner since the Eagles did it from 0-1 to 0-4. So what's your record prediction for the Dallas Cowboys?
Yeah, it has been 18 years since we've seen a repeat winner, so you'd think I have to pick a bad record for the Cowboys and say they have no chance of winning the division. The Cowboys have the best quarterback in the division. They have arguably the best overall roster. So, Amanda, I know you're from Texas. You're going to like this. My prediction for the Cowboys is 11-6. I think they're going to take advantage of the fact that they have one of the easiest schedules in the NFL. A big advantage for these NFC East teams is they get to play the AFC South. And so that means a game against Jacksonville, a game against Houston. Any given Sunday in the NFL, anyone can beat anyone. But those are two games that I think every team in the NFC East will feel like they can win. Then you look at the rest of the Cowboys schedule. They have a game against the Lions. And you know who else they play? The rest of the NFC East. The Cowboys absolutely dominated the division last season. They went 6-0. Dak Prescott has just been playing out of his mind whenever he plays the divisional rivals. So I like the Cowboys a lot, and 11-6 is the prediction.
Overall, last year, 12-5 record. Let's go to the team tied with them for the easiest schedule in the NFL, the Commanders. Look, they needed a quarterback. They took Carson Wentz. Eventually, they drafted Sam Howell. What's your record prediction for the former Washington football team, now the Commanders?
Well, I will say that the NFL schedule makers did the Commanders a couple of favors at the early portion of the schedule. In those first 2 weeks, they faced Jacksonville, and then they faced Detroit. Now, sure, that week one game, it seems like they're playing a giant mind game with Carson Wentz by making him face the same Jacksonville team he lost to in the regular season finale last year, making him face Doug Peterson, his old coach in Philadelphia. But if you forget the mind games, those feel like two very winnable games for the Commanders, and if they win both of them, they start 2-0. You jump out of the gate, but the problem is they have a brutal schedule after that starting in week 3. They play the Eagles, the Cowboys, the Titans, the Packers, the Colts. It's just a very, very rough stretch there, as we can see. So I do think the Commanders have a schedule that will allow them to pick up a few wins. I don't think we're going to see anything crazy. They went 7-10 last season, and I've got them going 7-10 again this season.
They have not had a winning season since 2015, and according to John Breech, not changing this upcoming season. The third easiest schedule out there, the Eagles. Look, the Eagles are interesting. They got a lot of new weapons on this team. They had a good draft. They traded for A.J. Brown in the middle of the draft, but much like the Commanders, you're going with the same record as last year.
Yeah, I was going to go with the same record, and about 5 minutes before I joined you, Amanda, I changed my mind.
There you go. I didn't know. Surprise.
I decided to add some suspense to this. I actually think the Eagles are going to go 10-7. I actually originally predicted 10-8, but looking more at the schedule and looking at their offseason moves, adding A.J. Brown was such a huge thing. And then you look at their overall schedule. There are so many winnable games, starting with the fact that out of the gate, they opened with 4 straight games against teams that didn't make the playoffs last year. If you're Philadelphia, you're thinking, there's no reason we can't beat the Lions, the Vikings, the Commanders, and the Jaguars. There's no reason we can't start 4-0. And then if you're the Eagles, you also like the fact that you end the season with 4 of 5 games against teams that didn't make the playoffs last year, with the Giants, the Bears, the Saints, and the Giants. And obviously the Cowboys are also tucked in there. But so your schedule starts friendly and it ends friendly. And if you're the Eagles, you like both those things. So I think they go 10-7.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.